That's right, guys. This is Austin Grace, aka Austin Dice, and I am back. I am back. And you guys are wondering, well, I have to do my show solo right now, and there's just some things that have happened that I'm not at liberty to talk about, and you know, I used to be on a certain channel. I don't even want to say any names here, but you know, so this is a brand new show right here, and this YouTube channel is The Blade, and this is what we like to call 1 GBPS. And what is 1 GBPS? Well, it is 1 gigabyte per second, but basically what 1 GBPS is a show about technology. So this is for all my nerds out there. So yeah, and I hope you guys like the show and what you hear. This is my first time, so please give me some slack. I haven't broadcasted in a while. You know, hit the bell. You know, subscribe to this channel. There's going to be content coming for you every week. That's the goal here. You know, I need to keep my skills up. So this is 1 GBPS here. And we're just going to get right into it, folks. Unfortunately, you have to listen to me for this entire show. I really do miss doing shows with other people, but, you know, that's either here nor there. So, you know, iOS 12 came out last, what was it? Was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday the 17th, iOS 12 came out. Man, iOS 12 is actually a very good update from Apple for once. iOS 11 was just absolutely terrible, as you guys are probably well aware of how terrible iOS 11 was. It just wasn't a very good operating system update. It felt pretty rushed. Actually, if you want my honest to goodness opinion, had to listen to how my instrumental was sounding. So, all the joys of being a producer and not having a soundproof studio. Hey man, you gotta mow the lawn, you gotta do your business. I get it. Yeah. So iOS 12, what a great upgrade it was. I for one really enjoy it actually. I think Apple really got their things together and nailed down what they needed to nail down. I was actually quite surprised. I really didn't know what to think of Apple. Now, from a hardware standpoint, I feel like Apple is, I don't know, man. I think they kind of lost their direction on the whole hardware bit. I don't think they're even including the adapter with their new phones. The headphone lightning adapter. I don't believe they're including that any longer, which is, yeah, that's a fail. Yeah, Apple not including the lightning adapter, like really? Like y'all are tripping, you know? You know, this is for Apple right here. You're not gonna include a lightning adapter, Apple? Really? Really? Y'all are gonna do that? Come on. Yeah. That's what y'all are gonna do. Y'all are gonna be a bunch of cheap, you know, cheap people. Yeah. Sad trombone. This is why I miss doing radio. You can sad trombone that. You know? Oh, and before I forget, if anybody here is wondering why there's no picture here, I don't have a cap card and I don't have anything like that, so I'm not able to stream live to YouTube, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to get a cap card. Maybe if this channel takes off and, you know, I can get me a cap card, see if it's worth my while. I was gonna get a cap card for another channel that I was working on, but I might still do that. But this is 1 GBPS, and we're gonna get back to it. So, so this is, yeah, so iOS 12 is a great update. I personally have not found any bugs in it. VoiceOver works just as good as ever, and yes, I am blind, so I do use VoiceOver on my phone. Just get that out of the way. Yeah, so kudos to Apple. You guys actually did a pretty good iOS update for once, I feel like. Now, from a hardware standpoint, I got no comment. I can't say nothing about that. I'm very undecided on what I think that Apple's doing with their hardware. So, we're going to move on from iOS 12, and we're going to cover something here, 1 GBPS. I think we're just going to base this show around this. Because I don't know if I can do an hour-long show talking like this. So, the link to this particular product is going to be in the description. But I have recently stumbled across something. It's called a GPD Win 2. And what a GPD Win 2 is it's a literal laptop you can fit in your pocket. It actually has like a gaming controller built into it and a keyboard and different things, and it is a really nice machine. Actually, I actually own one because I still use a Windows computer very heavily, and sometimes I go visit friends or I go visit people, and I've got some downtime, and I'm like, I want to produce some audio or whatever it is. Like, I could do this show portably thanks to that laptop. Now, it's not going to sound as good because I don't have a mixer, but, I can improvise. But, yeah, the GPD Win 2. Now, we're about to get very nerdy here, so if anybody here is not nerdy, I'm very sorry. But, this is 1 GBPS. This is a tech show, so we can cover this kind of thing if we want. So the GPD Win 2, it's no i7. We'll definitely start off with that disclaimer. It's no i7. It's oh my goodness, what is it? A Core M? Let me go look this up really fast. GPD Win 2 specs. Yeah, I know, really professional. Do a Google search in the middle of a radio show. Yes, so the CPU on this, it's M3 7Y30. That's an Intel Core M3 7Y30 is the processor on that computer, and it gives 8 gigs of RAM, a 128 gig SSD, a 6-inch 720 screen, and it has stereo speakers, a headphone jack. Yes, it has a headphone jack. It has like a standard size USB port. It charges via USB-C, so if you have, any recent, middle to high-end Android phone, you should be set there. What else is it? It has a micro HDMI. It has, it's a game controller, so it has your 4 face buttons. It has your D-pad. It has 2 analog sticks. It has, R1, R2, R3, L1, L2, L3. Like I said, a description will be placed a link will be placed in the description. And yes, we will have a review of the GPD Win 2 next week right here on 1 gigabit per second, 1 gigabyte per second, 1 GBPS. That's right, guys, you heard it here first. Next week, you're going to have the Blades review of a GPD Win 2 laptop. So definitely, turn that bell, set that bell to always, turn your notifications on, become a part of the notification squad, because we're about to go in here, folks. So yeah, the GPD Win 2, it's a very interesting product. Some people might call it like a niche, but I know for myself, when I heard about it, I was like, oh yeah, this is something that I really need to look into and possibly end up buying. And I had a laptop that I had for about a year, maybe a little bit more, and that was my production laptop, because last year I was living somewhere else where a desktop wasn't. I didn't have room for a desktop, so I had to purchase a Dell Inspiron laptop with really high-end specs, and I did get a video card in it, which I never really used. So I was able to sell that and make decent money back. to get this GPD Win 2 here. And so far, the GPD Win 2, I like it. The only really, not complaint, but the only thing that's really tricky is the keyboard to get used to, because it's such a small keyboard. And I'm used to typing on small keyboards, but this keyboard, it's really like miniature, I guess we'll call it. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so the GPD Win 2, it's a very interesting product. If you're looking for a laptop you can fit in your pocket, then I would definitely recommend it. And it's not slow by any means. I thought it was like, oh, this is gonna be slow because it's a Core M3 processor and different things, but no, that sucker flies, dude. I mean, not for nothing, but that sucker, you know, it doesn't feel like an i7, but it doesn't feel slow. Like, you're not sitting there like, ugh, load the page, Chrome, or whatever, you know. You really get to enjoy browsing the internet and even watching things here on YouTube with that GPD Win 2, and it's really quite a surprising machine. And the cost of this machine is, oh goodness, what is it, like $849 on Amazon, I believe? As I said, the link will be in the description, so you guys can check this out for yourself. So yeah, that's a new toy I've been messing with. I'm not sure how long this show is going to be, so I know, kind of a side note there. Another topic I wanted to cover is, oh my goodness, I just drew a blank. Man, oh man. Co-host, where are you? Oh, he's not here. I forgot. I'm so used to having a co-host to help me out. Throw a topic at me or something. Man. Well, okay, this is something that we can cover. NVDASR, the people that make NVDA, which is an open-sourced screen reader. And a screen reader, it basically reads out the computer for blind people like myself so we can access the computer. NVDASR has recently come out with NVDA 2018.3, but they've had to do a 0.1 to add on. They released a 2018.3.1 2 days after they released 18.1 because of some issue with Firefox. I can't remember what it is, but we'll give an NVDASR link here in the description so you guys can check it out. Trying to think. This is my first show, so if this is all over the place, I'm sorry. The more shows I do and the further along I get, I will do. It'll be a much better quality show. It'll flow much easier. So yeah, guys. So this is really. So this is Austin Dice from another channel you guys may have heard about. Again, I don't want to use any names. I really don't like name dropping in videos. For those you know, and for those of you who don't know, well, you don't know, and I'm sorry about that. But it's it's I really do miss having a co-host. Yeah, I'm really not sure what happened, honestly. If you guys please can pray that one day I might be able to host a show again with some people. I would really appreciate that. I really miss getting on these YouTube videos and discussing things with people, and today I just had an itch to do a YouTube video and I just wanted to do it. So this is 1 GBPS 1 gigabytes per second, the tech show here on this Blade YouTube channel. And the goal is to do maybe 2 or 3 videos a week if I can. That's the goal. Or maybe 1 a week to start off, but next Tuesday, October 2nd, got that GPD Win review coming. That's one thing you could definitely look forward to. And it's going to be really fun. I'm excited to do that for this channel. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a fun review. I almost said a fun interview. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. I'm excited to get back here on YouTube. And hopefully things will work out to where I can be, on the channel that I helped to start. Again, I don't want to create drama. I don't want to create politics. But that's my hope, is to be able to get back on another channel that I was on. So anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap this 1 GBPS up here. This was kind of a spur of the moment show that I wanted to do for you guys, and to just get on YouTube and kind of get it out there. But anyway, guys, I will touch you guys later on. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you guys later on. All right, peace.